We've been working with ABC Fine Wine and Spirits now for over 15 years. They are an amazing client. Now, in past episodes, we've shown you the custom exterior corbels we create for their locations, how we build the huge window awnings, the 400 feet of perimeter downlighting we install around the entire building, the channel letter monument signs with the stacked stone base, the Always Be Celebrating S display, and of course, the Florida family-owned since 1936 signs. But today is a special day. We're gonna take you guys inside the brand new Winter Garden, Florida store for ABC Fine Wine and Spirits.
And it's not gonna be like anything they have ever built before. This is the store of the future.
And I can't wait. Let's go check it out. So you're telling me this massive building used to be a CVS?
Yeah. CVS, and then it became a fitness center. There were walls all around here that we had to knock down.
Right.
How many square feet is this building?
About 15,000 square feet.
Wow,
bigger
big.
than usual.
So bigger than usual, higher ceilings than you're used to seeing. And then I think the first thing that's probably going to jump out to you is it's not our normal ABC colors on the walls.
Right, right.
So what we need help with is solving for, the idea is to kind of give it more of a contemporary look. Media One and ABC have partnered together for a really long time, and the good part about that is typically you could just pick up the phone and say, hey guys, this is what we're working on, we got a new store coming, and they know exactly where we want to go. This is a new vision for us. It's a much larger scale. We're doing a lot of different things, so it was important for us to get Dale and Rick to the store because sometimes nothing beats boots on the ground to really show, here's the vision, here's the actual scale of this place, here's what we need in each location, and so they know what is our vision, and then they can tell us, here's how we think we're going to execute it.
Can you give us an idea about the layout of the store?
Yeah, typical ABC store in the sense that the categories will be very defined. On this side, it will be wine. So all wine along that wall. We'll have our walk-in humidor over here, much bigger than you're used to seeing. On this side, it'll be all spirits. In the middle, this will be a tasting area, but it can't just be ordinary.
Yeah.
We've got to make this thing come alive so that people are drawn to this middle section. We know we're going to do 65-inch monitors, vertical, left and right. You could have different kinds of tastings here. It could be wine on this side, it could be spirits on this side, it could be beer. What we're looking to accomplish is that it has its own almost department feeling, where it's a section of the store that has this hero moment that people are saying, oh, I got to go over there.
Yeah, and with the screens, that'll really definitely
draw people in.
Do you remember those giant rings we made at one time? They were like 3 rings that stacked up.
Yeah, we moved them from 195 to 38.
Yeah, we've done some rings. Remember those big rings that and they were all in the right colors that were hanging from the ceiling?
We could do that.
You want to do something like that? It would be kind of cool to put it in that kind of section.
They could make it a bit more of a spotlight piece, which would be nice.
Oh, we could even put lights in the bottom if we wanted to.
What makes that a really good idea for what we're trying to do is it really maximizes the space and puts to work these rings that have such a prominent place in our store. And this is the perfect store that needs something big to go along with the actual scale of the building. And what we think it will do, it will draw people to this area where you can taste new products, find out what's new to our store, try something you never tried before. But the rings kind of create this department feel where we don't need walls for this. When you kind of step into the rings, it will give this feeling of, I walked into someplace new.
So what else you got here you want to show us?
All right, we are heading to the whiskey section. This is going to be like nothing you've seen at ABC. And this is going to be really the featured part of this for this store.
Okay.
What we're looking at, we want to transform into this.
Look at that.
This is the ABC distillery. You've worked with us in the past on creating a luxury collection, and that's all been very successful. For whiskeys, we're going to call it world-class selections. Courtney, why don't we go over with them, because this is going to be a key challenge for us. So as you can see, we've got all this stuff high up on the walls.
Yep, and we've never done anything like this before, so how do we go about getting this massive piece on that wall?
Oh, so we got to wrap that wall, right? You guys have never done wall wraps with us.
No, we've seen you guys do it. We know you're experts on it, but we've never done it.
Yeah.
So is that the way to go?
We can even do something dimensional with the bottle there too.
We could, yeah. So this is another one of those design ideas, but we always do our wall wraps with a matte lamination over top so you don't get any glare or anything like that.
Great.
Which would work.
We can also add dimensional pieces on top of the wrap. give that extra pop.
Yeah. We can totally do that to give it a little bit more dimension on there. And you're saying both these walls, and then you got these barrels, huh? So you're saying these are actually whiskey barrels?
All whiskey barrels from Kentucky.
For real, huh?
Yeah.
We can wrap those barrels. We would just digitally print them to look distressed, right? And then we would cut them out, and I'd like to do it right on the wall, right? Because everything's on there. But we have our lift or whatever, and we could actually attach them to the barrels so we can see in the field how they're going to lay out. I think that'd be great.
You said you could print it in a certain way to make it look distressed, so it doesn't have to feel like it's some brand new thing we stuck up there?
No, right? Yeah, you want it to look like it was hand painted on that barrel, right? There's specialized vinyl, from 3M that's designed to fit on, stucco textures, brick, concrete, and it would just roll right into the little grooves of the barrel and look legit.
Yeah, it'll last forever.
I was relieved when Dale told us that we could wrap the barrels, because you look at it on paper and you think, this is going to be great. And all of a sudden when you dig into the details and you start to think, how are we going to get that up there, and how are we going to make it look like it matches the barrels? And so we needed something where it's going to fit the whole look and feel of what we were going for. So when they told us that we could just wrap them and that would have the quality that we needed, that was the perfect answer for us.
So you got these whiskey barrels on the wall here.
We got the barrels. We have that one decal we just talked about, on this side, we also want to do a floor-to-ceiling decal.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is, we're here, we're looking at this now, and something you guys have never done before. What's the idea? What are you trying to convey with this?
It's a true whiskey destination, a truly immersive experience when you're here. So it feels like you're at a distillery, not just your local liquor store. So we wanted to have taps in here where you can sample whiskey. We're obviously going to have the massive whiskey barrels, so really to draw you into this space and make it feel like something you've never seen before.
It's got to be more than a liquor store with just a bunch of shelves and bottles. There's got to be this wow moment when you walk in.
Yeah, very cool. I love it.
I know you guys are a very successful company already, and you've kept a consistency of the brand through 100 and some stores that you have, but now changing everything. Why is that when you're already doing very good?
Yeah, it's a fair question, and I think it's one that Courtney and I have been asked, why do you want to make these changes? And there was a little bit of reluctance to it, in the sense that what we do now in a lot of stores does work,
love it,
but you got to kind of keep reinventing yourself, or at least refreshing what you're doing. And I think what this does is give us a more contemporary look, and it gives us kind of a step toward the store of the future, which is really what we're after here.
So it's not just your typical neighborhood ABC store?
No, there's nothing cookie cutter about it. These days, and all the research proves this out, our what we call guests, consumers, they insist that you bring more to the table than just a bunch of shelves and bottles. You've got to come with something that provides a true destination. So that's why we're going to have a digital aspect. That's why there'll be tastings. That's why there's this huge whiskey section. We need people to browse in this place.
Yeah.
We're really responding to the market because they want an experience. They want to stay a while.
Big change for us.
Wow, we were really happy to be part of this with you guys, man. Thanks for bringing us in on it.
It's going to be awesome.
Yes, sir.
You're good, right? You can handle all this?
I can handle all this.
I'm just looking to get immersed in whiskey. I don't know about you guys.
We have to keep Rick out of the whiskey barrel section.
I'm excited. We've done a lot of ABC locations, but be involved in a new concept with them is a lot of fun.
Yeah, and this is a giant store too, man. I can't wait till it's done. I think it's the most exciting store. Oviedo store is right down the street from my house, but this is going to be great because they're trying something completely new and completely different, which is exciting for us because we know if it goes over well, we're going to be able to do more and more and more, and they're going to change up other stores, so it's all good for our business as well as theirs. It's really great little relationship. I love that.
The best part about having somebody in person at a location is you get a true sense for, can we actually pull this off? And when you get those guys in person with you, they bring such energy, and we left there fully confident that we're going to get exactly what our vision is, and probably more than what we were expecting.
All right, guys, thank you for watching the Media One Wrap This YouTube channel. You got to stick with us. There's going to be a couple episodes to see if we can make this deadlines.
See you next time.